heart without a home.
A glass cannon is a character that can put out obscene damage very quickly, but is also incredibly frail.
I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon. Glass cannon. You don't even want a dose of the smoke, so I'm recommending that you never try to provoke. A glass cannon. I'm a glass cannon.
If your objective is blatant confrontation and you hate as if greatly underestimated my station, I dominate with divination, I conquer with conjuration, I'm bonkers with evocation, I'm astonishing at abjuration, patiently waiting for my invitation to help alleviate my already unbelievable reputation. No conversation, the brains of the operation, the pain of the population contained in a concentration of a spell slot. I got 27 in the clip, missiles emitting from my fingertips like warships. That's a handgun, damn son, shooting from the hip. Only one using telekinesis to get a grip. Cantrips waiting to be cast off. Prismatic wall, make 'em all blast off. Cackling my ass off, incapacitating them with laughter. Yazzik ain't the caster you wanna go after.
I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon. Glass cannon. You don't even want a dose of the smoke, so I'm recommending that you never try to provoke. A glass cannon. I'm a glass cannon.
Anyone wanting to interfere can get weird and witness your worst fears in a 30-foot sphere. I don't care if you're a barbarian or a cavalier. Kick it into high gear, let me make myself clear. The pioneer, I can make your peers disappear. Send them to the ethereal plane as if they were never here. Cheers roaring in my ears, dearly revered. I'm happy to domineer any volunteers. Sincerely out of control, top of the totem pole. My cone of cold is freezing them fire trolls.
You know, in a perfect world, you're hearing my voice right now. Welcome to this Prologue 2 of Vampire the Masquerade World Tour by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 live play. As a fun little reminder for our viewers out there, Vampire the Masquerade is a mature storytelling system. Therefore, viewer discretion is advised. Happy time zone, fellow kindred. My name is Michelle Sealight, and I am your storyteller for this evening, but I will also be playing a character during this happy little prologue of Vampire the Masquerade World Tour by Night, entitled The Group Chat. I was trying to remember if I named it the group chat, group text, group message. That's why it's got a question mark at the end, because Michelle wrote it down, has it in front of her, and yet still didn't read it correctly. The magic of live play storytelling. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Sealight, where I talk about all the weird things I do. And I do a lot of weird things, but nothing more weirder than storytelling vampire for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's introduce our other player for this evening. How you doing?
Yep. Hey guys, my name is the DMB, otherwise known as Brandon on the interwebs or DMB Gaming. And tonight I will be playing Cassius, the Nosferatu.
Yes. I am really excited to be playing storytelling and a bit of storytelling, a bit of playing. It's going to be a weird one-shot today. Prologue, not a one-shot. I know what I'm doing. I might have burnt my tongue earlier on some soup, but I'm good. So, the city of LA. A city that is rich with kindred history between the Camarilla and Anarch Free States' war for supremacy to past events known to our kindred tonight. The city of LA has its show of dumpster fires, as we are well aware. Recent news articles would boast about how firefights in the city, how people have started disappearing. A lot of these are just chalked up to random coincidence, chance, or fate. But to those with their ears to the right spots, will know that everything is connected in some way. And such is the fate for one Cassius, the Reaper of his area, in charge with personally dealing with such threats, kind, kindred, or otherwise. It is at this point in the evening that Cassius wakes up, making his nightly rouse check.
I failed. My hunger increases.
And as the sun sets and the moon starts to rise softly, the feeling of hunger that it almost feels like claws digging into your throat, a bit of the pinch of morning hunger as you force yourself to awaken. But this only brings your hunger up to 2 for this evening. And as you awake, it's almost like awaking on any other night. Would you like to describe what your situation is? How do you wake up this evening?
Yeah, absolutely. So Cassius is definitely just, business as usual, as it is. There have been some whispers over the last couple of nights about things happening in LA, but Cassius has always been the type of person in life and in death that you don't believe what you hear until you see it with your own eyes or hear it with your own ears. And so he wakes up in his haven tonight, a bunker that's buried underneath a house in a cul-de-sac in LA, probably about 30 feet under the ground. Everything in here looks like it was made to be a nuclear bomb shelter. The wood paneling on the walls is old and decrepit. There's a computer that has only just recently been upgraded to something that can run Windows 10. The desk is covered in newspaper clippings, notepads, crumpled up pieces of paper and stationery. On one of the walls is a large corkboard with photos and maps of the entire city of Los Angeles. Photos of important individuals, the Baron of the Valley, the Baron of Hollywood, the other members of the council under Baron Temple, and also potential threats to not only the domain that Cassius protects, but the Masquerade in general. All of them have different colored thumbtacks with different colored strings connecting them depending on the type of individual or place that is in question. And so tonight, just like any other night, he rises and goes to check his emails to see if he's gotten any new requests for work, or if he needs to continue his last assignment from the Baron.
And as you check your emails, there's definitely there's a few news tickers going across your feed of shootout in Hollywood, no they haven't been able to find anyone responsible for the shootout. They think it might be gang related violence. There's also instances of message boards of people saying, hey, my friend has been missing for a while, we don't know where they are. And it's all kind news hidden under the veil of the Masquerade.
Looks like looks like the Baron is doing his best job to keep things under wraps. He's always been one to, well, hide in plain sight, as it were. Cassius would just disregard any of those missing persons cases or anything like that. He's particularly interested about the shootout in Hollywood, but I'm sure that the media coverage of it is not exactly what happened.
Things seem to have been covered up pretty quickly. It is at this moment that your email, ding, you've got mail. And it's from a certain secretary.
Hmm.
And the message just simply says, hey, got a job for you. Thought I was going to text, but email also works. Can you meet me at this address? And she forwards you the address. As far as you're aware, it's a historic manor.
Okay. I'll type a quick reply. Nothing at all confirming 100% that he'll be there or be on time, but just kind of send a reply. Sure thing. Got an errand to run first, but I'll swing by tonight. Any info that you have on the shootout in Hollywood that's all over the news would be appreciated. Can you have it when I get there? ? And he doesn't wait for a reply. He just sends the email and would grab his cell phone, 2 of the burner phones that he carries, his all of his kind of equipment loadout. He's got silenced pistol that he keeps in a shoulder holster, several knives. Let's see, what else are we taking with us? Sure, we're taking the grenade with us because we don't know what's going to happen tonight. And, Cassius just kind of has this itching feeling in his mind that danger is afoot.
The one grenade.
The one grenade. He's been holding on to it for emergency purposes, but, who knows? He's also got a small little... It kind of looks like a small perfume bottle, about 3 ounces of a smoky blue liquid that one of his no longer in the city Nosferatu companions departed on him when he left, and tucks that into his pocket, throws on his dusty old brown leather trench coat, puts his sunglasses on, grabs the kind of compact case that holds his crossbow and attaches it to his hip, and he's gonna exit via the sewers tonight, not the house.
And you make your escape through the sewers towards the city proper.
Yeah, I'm heading to Griffith tonight. College, not observatory.
The amount of rats that you encounter through your way to the sewers do seem to be a little bit less than usual. It doesn't seem to be anything overtly concerning as you continue to make your way. Now, what is it at Griffith College that is enticing you?
So, Cassius has been saving up a lot of the money from his recent jobs. Not for a particular reason for himself, but actually as a gift to somebody that's very important to him. His great-granddaughter that
Saphira.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Her graduation from her bachelor's program is coming up soon. She's almost done enough credits, and he's been saving up this nest egg to anonymously gift to her.
And what was Saphira's major?
Funnily enough, criminal justice.
And as you make your way towards Griffith College, at some point you do have to rise from the sewers. There's no
Sure.
large underground network. You are encroaching on a little bit of someone else's domain. Just a little bit.
Well, the first thing that I would do before even getting close to Griffith is call upon the power of the blood to take on an unassuming appearance, like I would absolutely fit in at the college. So I'm going to activate Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Ooh.
I failed my hunger roll.
And as you shift your face to be unassuming, you do hear that voice in the back of your head. You know, why is it that you just keep this one alive? You'd be much easier, much less time consuming if you just killed her and got it over with.
Shut the fuck up. You know she's the only one that's exempt.
Exemption, exopto, like potato, tomato.
If you're hungry, then we can pick a random college student. I could care less.
Yeah, but just wouldn't it taste so much better knowing that you're getting rid of a problem?
Cassius just shakes his head as he walks onto the campus as this inner monologue of his beast. Never satisfied, are you?
There's no response.
If I could give a middle finger mentally to the beast, that's what would be happening.
Mental Middle Finger was my punk band. It's like a great punk band name. We need a random band name. It's just gonna be Mental Middle Finger.
I would leave. So I have a car, obviously. So I would leave the coat, which would have the grenade and the blue velvet in it, and the silenced pistol I would move to my, like, to hide it underneath my shirt in my belt waistband. Would look awfully suspicious. And the crossbow. That's definitely not on my hip as I walk into a college campus.
Yeah, that would be awkward. You'd have to explain the intricacies of LARPing or explain why you have a crossbow. And I'm pretty sure explaining why you have a crossbow might be significantly easier.
Yeah, because explaining why I have a crossbow would mean showing the person that I'm explaining to how it works.
And eventually making your way across the greenery and there's some like stone structures. This late at night, there are some people still out and about. There's a local Griffith College sports team practicing their sports ball under floodlights almost that are dastardly bright. Someone wonders, like, how did they get these like really nice floodlights? And then you remember, oh wait, yeah, a certain baron made a donation to the college recently.
Yep. Cassius isn't interested in any of the hubbub, the excitement, the fanfare. Honestly, he's always been the calm, quiet, brooding type. Even in his work He prefers to work alone. It's just easier to get the job done that way, and his feeding habits too. It's easier to feed on somebody that's sleeping. So.
And as you make your way through, eventually, you do see someone you know. You see that person you were looking to meet. You see Saphira walk out of the massive library. It's almost like one of those big libraries where it's like all glass on the exterior so you can peek in through everything. And she walks out with one of her friends and she's just like, I cannot believe how hard that final was. I'm pretty sure I completely bombed, to be honest. Girl, don't worry about that. Like, you need to understand that not everything needs to be perfect all the time. Yes, but I need at least an 88 to ensure I stay on the dean's list. Like, I just don't know what to do with this. I'm pretty sure the professor just hates girls. Girl, you know he does. You know that he rates your papers less than they should be.
Cassius pulls a small notebook out of his pocket and a pen and makes a note to pay a visit to the professor. Otherwise, I would be waiting until she starts to head off to wherever she's going, probably the coffee place or home. It depends.
She does split off from her friend.
Yeah.
At an intersection as her friend walks towards the co-op dorms. And she starts walking towards the local coffee shop.
So what I would do next is, I would follow her in. I would, make sure that I'm a few people behind her in line. Not like she's going to recognize me or anything like that. But then I would order just a plain black coffee and sit like 2 tables away from wherever she is, just watching her.
She pulls a laptop out of her bag, starts sipping on her drink, opens up what seems to be documents as she just starts typing away, eventually pulling out a book from her bag, starts referencing post-it notes in her book.
I don't drink the coffee whatsoever. Cassius has definitely perfected the art of making it look like you're drinking a beverage without actually doing it, because the blush of life is a waste of time. And after maybe about 15 minutes of her, doing what her normal routine is, I would pull out my cell phone and I have her Zelle information. Actually, no, I wouldn't even be able to send this much money to her via Zelle. I have her direct account information that I've either gathered myself or paid another Nosferatu to grab for me.
You want to roll the just a quick intelligence and technology?
Sure.
Intelligence technology.
3 successes.
Yeah, you're able to gain a little bit of enough of the information to be able to do an external transfer into the account. You wouldn't be able to retrieve anything from the account or look up any of her shopping details. You just have like the routing number and the account number to make an external transfer as if you were depositing a paycheck.
Yep. And that's exactly what I do. I break it up into 4 different transfers, but she gets $25,000 4 times.
And you just hear, and she's like, oh, what is it now? What is it now? And she turns on her phone. She unlocks and she's like, Oh, no. Okay. That is more zeros than I was expecting. I just paid for our coffee. There shouldn't be that much money in there. Business hours are between. I have to call them tomorrow morning and figure out what's going on.
She gets a... Then I'm going to open up Signal and send her an encrypted message from a blocked number that says, congratulations on graduation. Never let your dreams stay that way.
Okay. I don't know this number. That's. Who is this? Question mark. Send.
My phone's on silent, obviously. And I would just respond, an interested party. Enjoy your inheritance.
Inheritance. Who died? Question mark. Are my parents okay? Question mark. Send.
I don't respond after that.
Call the bank tomorrow. Figure everything out. Great. And she looks back at her notes, just completely thrown off guard. And it's just like, okay. I've got this. Takes another sip of her drink. Maybe I've been drinking too much coffee. No. There's no such thing as too much coffee. She's trying to focus back on studying.
Sure. I'm gonna text my black market contact and tell him to close the account that I was holding that money in, and make sure that it's not traceable.
Okay. High or low?
Hi.
Okay, noted.
Otherwise, I just wait and I will. I'll wait a good like 10 minutes. That way, it doesn't seem suspicious that I'm just leaving right after that message, and then I'll go ahead and head out.
Okay.
I am going to look for somebody to eat while I'm here.
Okay. Finding a college student by themselves at this hour, either they're heading home from a party or a study session, it's very easy for you to sort of, a grab and go snack.
So Cassius actually prefers, he's a Sandman, so I would go to the dorms and look for somebody that decided to call it a night early tonight. Maybe they have an important...
there's at least a couple people. There's at least one person who's asleep, like, on one of the couches in, like, the RA area that's, like, passed out. Some people are heading off to bed early. Trying to sneak into someone's dorm, though, at night is a bit significantly trickier than a grab and go.
I will happily make a hunting roll if you would like me to.
I will have you do this is a Michelle moment. I'm gonna say dexterity and stuff.
Okay.
That might not actually be the Sandman roll, but it's what the Michelle roll is.
I think it is actually.
Cool, that I accidentally did it right.
It totally is. All right. Can I count my break-in specialty for this?
You are breaking in?
Okay. That's 3 successes again.
Okay. With that, you're able to find a door that's just slightly opened, sneaking in to see a college student. Their laptop's open. They seem to have dozed off a bit early while mid-studying. It's very easy for you to just save that hunger.
Yep.
How many points of hunger are you hoping to reduce by?
I would take 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely know just how much blood you can take from a human being before they have to have consequences. There's this tiny little thought in the back of my head that nobody would miss this 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 kid. Just take all of it, but it's not the time or place, so I don't.
And you're able to do so successfully. You're able to hold back the concept of killing him. And you make your escape into the night.
Yep.
Successfully having dropped off money to your descendant and having fulfilled the innate desire to feed.
Right, and then I would head to wherever the I first check my phone to see if I got a response from the email before I head back there, or head to.
There's a response simply saying, everyone is fine, not everyone is safe.
Okay, I make a
And
note of that.
that's the only response that she gives you, is not everyone is fine, but not everyone is safe.
All right. Well, I would then get into my car and head towards the location, driving away from Griffith College with the windows down and Rage Against the Machine blasting out of them.
Eventually, you've come up across this it would almost look decrepit if it hadn't been restored manor. Different colored lights are in the windows. It almost seems random. The doors open, and there does seem to be almost a minute amount of influx of people coming in and out. The main thing that seems to stand out is a tree that doesn't seem to really belong there, but it's there.
Have I been
And
here before?
I'm not sure if you have.
Okay.
Potentially you've been here.
Got it.
But Cassandra would always give you the address, even if you didn't.
Sure. Yeah, so I mean, I would... I know where Cassandra's office is here, so that's where I would head towards. Still looking like just this plain-ass college student that should be here.
And the as you walk in, you see this circular desk with a little computer on it, and there's different hallways that lead to different sections, a little staircase, and there are books as far as the eye can see. This is the Crimson Archive, which is Cassandra's haven, but also her place of business. As you see kids with books and studying in different rooms, there's like a technology lab filled with computers. There's occasionally a few people wearing almost uniform-esque like outfits, bringing people coffee, tea, and drinks. And there's Cassandra sitting at the circular desk in a plush chair, typing away on a computer, and she's like, can I help you?
Yeah. I pull down my glasses and just you can catch the slightest sight of his lime green eyes before I slide them back up.
Cassius, so you got my email. I have been swamped all these past few nights. Great that you're here.
When are you not busy, Cassandra?
Never. I am never not busy. So anyway, I see you got my email. I figured that easier than texting because I would have to crack 3 burner phones.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. I haven't updated that, I see. Let's see here. Give me 1 second.
I did take everything out of the car at this point, by the way. I know that this is a place that Cassandra would feel safe meeting me at, so no fucks given about carrying a crossbow carrying case on my hip. It's kind of hidden by the trench coat a little bit.
Just a little. Hey, Cassius, so there's been some craziness going on. I haven't gotten the full explanation for it either. Essentially, there's been a lot of craziness. I haven't heard from, like, some of the important people in a while. Especially the people who signed my paychecks.
Yeah, that would have been my question. Is BBT all right?
Well, if he was dead, I would know. And I don't know. So he's alive. Or being tortured. Most likely alive. Ish. Anyway, I kind of need your help with something. And, it's kind of important. I've kind of been working on something off the books.
Okay.
So there's some mutual friends of ours, and she's still typing away.
Mm-hmm.
There's some mutual friends of ours that have been getting me a little bit concerned recently.
Somebody here in the valley, somebody else's place.
It seems to me that they're moving. And I don't like this. Like, we've been waiting for shit to hit the fan for a while. This might be shit hitting the fan, and I'm not quite sure though. So I was hoping I could enlist the Reaper of the Valley. And she does say this like a little bit of like, like the.
This is your official title.
This is your official title in my spreadsheet.
Look,
that,
just get to the point, Cassandra, please.
Okay, I need you to go check out a warehouse for me.
And does the Baron need me to go check out a warehouse, or do you need me to go check out a warehouse?
Would I be asking the Reaper of the Valley if this wasn't an issue that could eventually land on someone's table who wants plausible deniability? The discretion on what becomes plausible deniability is up to me, not you. And then you'll see like the printer starts printing off some paper. That's for you.
All right, fine. I'll go check it out, but you owe me.
Goodbye.
You scratch.
Listen, this is a matter of Valley security. It's not a personal thing. It's I've been investigating something. This could be a danger to the Valley.
And if it doesn't, then I went there either to waste my time or I had to, somebody that didn't deserve it. So, look, just don't worry about it. I'll scratch your back. You scratch mine later. It doesn't even have to be anything big. Just trivial stuff. Okay.
I mean, sure. I mean, I can do trivial. I can do trivial with enough pet dogs. I can do anything for you.
I know you're good with paperwork. If I need some paperwork done, I'll come to you.
Well, means. So yes, the address for the warehouse should be over there. I haven't been able to get any Google Maps scans of it yet, which is weird. Normally, you'd be able to see this building on Google Maps or some sort of thing if it was a newer structure. But it's literally a black square on Google Maps. They couldn't even cover it up with like a parking lot.
I take out my cell phone, grab the piece of paper, and type the address in to see if it'll pull up, give me directions how to get there, at least.
The really strange thing that happens is that when you try to type in the address, it asks, did you mean slightly different address? Like, it will never actually give you the right address. It will always try to redirect you someplace else.
Okay. So from the paper that Cassandra printed out for me, is there any details in here other than an address that are important?
She drew you what a map would look like if it was there.
Okay. So, okay, a little bit more, and I fold up the piece of paper and put it in a pocket. God, I hate doing things off the cuff so much. So, what kind of warehouse? Is it a shipping warehouse? It's abandoned? Is it like a meat packing plant? Something.
Well, based on the exterior, and she pulls up like a sketch. Based on the exterior, it looks like it was originally meant to be some sort of like packaging plant just to move boxes in and out. The thing is, though, there's been an influx of traffic going into that area very recently. However, it doesn't exist in any paperwork.
Right. So
Legally, for all intents and purposes, this place doesn't exist.
Smells like a government cover-up to me.
Like a government cover-up to me, and you know what the government likes covering up? Mistakes.
You can see Cassius's jaw clench as he grits his teeth together.
Now, between you and me, I hate those people just as much as you do. Perhaps even more. Having worked for them at one point, I understand how horrible and awful it is. But between the two of us, I wouldn't ask you to be going there if it wasn't something I thought you could do.
Yeah. I understand. I have a certain set of skills. That's why Yep, I got it.
Skills that make you particularly good at your jab.
Yep. So, quick question. If this is a threat to the valley, we don't have official word from BBT. I can...
Plausible deniability. He can't tell you to do what he doesn't know, and if he doesn't know it, nobody can ask him.
And this place doesn't exist, so...
Legally, for all intents and purposes, this place doesn't exist. If police scanners were, say, trying to find their way over there, they would have an increasingly difficult amount of time.
Cassius kind of leans in and, like, closer to talk more quietly. I'm saying that if anybody gets in my way, I'm going to kill them.
And morally, as a mandated reporter for the state of California, I would say that's a horrible idea. Please don't do that. But as Cassandra, the not so the cool the paperwork Tremere, I would say don't make it my issue. Make sure they actually are doing what you think they're doing first. And like to clean up your messes and watch Star Wars. You know, there's only like 2 rules.
I'm also going to get the fuck out of there if I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to walk into a death trap. Anyway, look, we're just talking around each other right now. I'll go check it out.
Let me know if you need anything. Cell phone number is on the paperwork. My current cell phone number is on the paperwork.
If you get a phone call from a number that you don't know, answer it.
It's always my resident Nosferatu. Anyway, take care. It's final season, so, you know, kids, all of them, drinking way too much coffee. Yeah. I have not figured out a way to magic up a coffee yet. So, they don't have to worry.
All right.
Take care. Don't die. Clean your messes.
That's what I'm good at.
Mm-hmm. And you see that she goes back to being focused on her typing and her writing.
Yeah, I turn around to leave.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't stop you. You're able to leave freely. You do see like some kids are walking back and forth as she's working, and they're just like, "Oh, who is that?" And she's just like, "Don't worry, don't worry. It's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Tell the kids to focus on studying. If they need me for any reference material, let me know. Criminal sociology is on the 3rd floor, not the 2nd." And leave.
Tremere.
The ride down. Do you plan on making any stops or doing anything?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I am. I'm actually going to call my black market contact at this point to see if he has any idea of what's going on at this place.
Yo, it's Sammy's Sweet Sensations for all of your determinations. How can I help you?
Cut the shit, Sammy. It's Cass.
Yo, what the fuck's up?
I'm on a job, and I need some info.
What the info you're looking for?
The type that only you can get me. You
Ah,
still owe
shit,
me from,
man.
You still owe me from Dallas.
Shit, man. Every single time you expect me to suck your dick for Dallas.
Well, I mean, I did save your brother's ass.
Then ask him to suck your dick.
He's not pretty enough.
Oh, you know how to flatter a guy. Anyway, so the information about a place that I can only get you. What are you looking for?
So I tell him the address. This place is like redacted from Google Maps. Can't find any information about it. Won't get directions there. The address doesn't even exist according to the internet. I haven't had time to get on the deep web and look it up.
Ah. Let me go take a quick look. I'm gonna make a quick roll for him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Man, if this thing exists, it's been scrubbed.
Tell me something I don't know already.
Sure this place even exists, man?
Well, I'm about to find out because I'm on my way there.
Yeah, it looks like normally if a place was like gotten rid of, burned down, whatever, but there'd be some sort of record, but here it's like it's completely gone. It's like when you sweep up a room full of hair when you're expecting some.
Right. Yeah, that checks out. What's the lowdown on this place worth to you?
Well, I can start cracking at it, but
No, I'll get stuff for you, Sammy. Photos, whatever's going on there. Look, this could be some juicy shit.
If you can get me a picture, I might be able to do better based off that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know what I find out. We can work up a deal trade for the info. Look, who the fuck knows? Maybe there's some new gang boss using this place to I don't know. You know how things work better in the underworld than I do.
Nah, this couldn't have been some gang boss, man. Like, shit. Gang bosses aren't this thorough.
Fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough.
whatever you're getting into is probably some corporate level shit, man.
Man, fuck those corpos.
Fuck those corpos.
Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of this shit.
Okay, then. The charges on your credit card bill will appear under Phantasmal's Fantastic Fundries.
Always the debtor. I'll remember that for next time, Sammy. Can't just do your guy solid anymore.
No, that's why this is how it's gonna appear on your cell phone bill. You know, if you actually pay that shit,
Yeah.
it'll just look like you called your recent local sex line.
Oh, you fucking jokester. Of course it would. All right, whatever. If that gets your rocks off, I hang up.
Okay. I've only known Sammy for about these 30 seconds.
Look, Sammy's a good guy, okay?
Sammy's a good guy, but he likes fucking with you.
He's not. He's a good guy, but he's not actually a good guy.
Just because you're a good guy does not mean you make porn look up on your friend's cell phone bills.
Oh, shit. Damn. I feel bad for any court-ordered searching of my phone records.
You should feel bad for anyone who has to read your browsing history.
Well, all I have to say is some of the places that Cassius regularly goes on the internet, if anybody were to try to access those places without first being directed there, they would not be alive for very much longer.
Moving all along from this trick neck nonsense.
Exactly.
There's a reason Shreknet got hacked. So,
Yeah, because, the Nosferatu got lazy.
yeah. As you're driving along, eventually you do come across this decrepit looking fence. Plain wired fence with barbed wire on top. There's a sign there. Looks a bit old. It's like warning, electrical, electric circuits, electric shock, don't come in, no trespassing. Your usual trying to keep people away signs. There are a few lights on inside this
I
building.
drive well past it, like 2 or 3 blocks past it to park.
Mm-hmm. As you're driving past it, you see that there's some lights on. There's a few trucks moving stuff in. Looks to be an abandoned warehouse.
Most abandoned warehouses that I've seen don't have trucks moving stuff in and out of them.
That is indeed true.
All right. Well, I will. In fact, if there is like a residential area nearby, even if it's not like within 2 or 3 blocks, wherever the closest residential area is close to this, I would park there before getting out of my car.
There isn't really that much of a residential area. It sort of goes off into more of the technology district, like the office buildings.
Are there any
manufacturing plants?
Are there
Technology
any
parks.
parking lots where like there are people present at a business?
I would say the closest parking lot would be like there's like insert fast food chain restaurant here parking lot.
Okay.
You can pick yourself up a McWhopper.
Yeah, I don't really order anything. What I do is I just pull into that driveway, or not the driveway, the parking lot itself, park the car, and then get out and go to the nearest shadowy place and activate unseen passage and head towards the warehouse.
And under the guise of night.
I failed my rouse check again. Back
Are
up to
you
hunger
sure
2.
you don't want to go out to eat at the McKing's where you get your McWhopper? Jeez.
I'm sure there's plenty of food at the warehouse for me.
And you just hear the voice being like, "We're gearing up for a fight. We're gearing up for a fight. We're gearing up for a fight."
Yep. If Cassius was still alive and the hairs that were on his body could stand on end from the things that living people do, that would be happening.
AC/DC's Thunderstruck's playing in the background as you walk. As you make your way towards this warehouse. The gate opens only when there's a car that is coming through. So you have to sort of with the car.
I would just soaring leap over the fence.
That works too. It just works. I have nothing for that. That works.
Are there any like inside? Is there like a checkpoint or anything, or is it just like the?
There does seem to be a little like checkpoint area where it's like someone holding up an IR thermometer reader. And just like, okay, you're good. if this was a different time and place, you'd think it was related to something but that thing doesn't exist in this world right now because the world of darkness is dark enough. It is not a COVID checkpoint. I'm making that clear. COVID does not exist in this world tour by night. The world of darkness is dark enough already. We don't need that.
Yep.
This is just another reason.
I make a note
I realized
of that.
I realized right away what that looked like.
No, I totally got where you were going with that. And
Yes.
Cassius,
But people at
absolutely.
home might not.
So Cassius just kind of lands ever so quietly on the ground as he hurls himself over the fence, sees that happen, and is like, fuck, Cassandra, what have you got me into? And I'm going to look for cameras first and foremost from where I'm standing.
Wits and awareness. Wits awareness. Wits awareness. Wits awareness.
Five successes.
5 successes. You do see that there are some security cameras doing the sweeps.
Okay. I'm going to do my best to avoid their field of vision. I think Cassius has a couple of dots in technology. He has his own security system at home, so unless these are like super advanced cameras that have like eye in the sky kind of fields of view, they'll be relatively simple to avoid. Unless you'd like me to make a roll for that as well.
Can you make a roll for that as well?
Mm-hmm. What should I roll?
I would say dexterity and stealth. You can add your break-in bonus because you're doing
shit.
crime.
Be gay, do crime.
Be gay, do crime. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I don't want to be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
3 successes.
You're a little bit suspicious. Little bit suspicious. Just a little bit. Nothing you could overtly see.
Okay. Do I think it would be easy to get into that checkpoint?
You could probably go around the checkpoint. It's not really like a choke point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just that anyone who gets like spotted is called over to do the scan.
Okay.
You might be able to go around the check. Like it's not like a one-way entry. Like you could go around it.
Are there any? Well, no. I actually wanted to like check see what's inside of it. Are like the camera feeds going to that checkpoint?
If you look and try to get close to the checkpoint, you see that there is like a single monitor that's flipping through the different things, but there's no continuous camera feed, at least to this little checkpoint area. Like there's space behind the checkpoint to go around to enter the warehouse. This isn't a choke point to enter the warehouse. This is just the protocol to enter the warehouse.
Right. Okay. It's just one guard in here.
Right now it's just one guard.
Are they armed?
Yes.
Armed guards to guard an abandoned warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Thermometer check-in for everybody that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Not suspicious at all.
Not suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Okay. So, do I see any kind of like documents or like a shift change, like a calendar, anything like that would give me an idea of if there's going to be like a rotation of employees?
You want to do intelligence and investigation for me?
Yes. Yes, I do. That's 1 success.
Nothing you can spot right away.
Yeah, fuck it. It's not worth killing this one guard. That would be more suspicious than just going in. So I will easily make my way invisible past the checkpoint and avoid the cameras and head over to the warehouse itself.
And you start to see that it is pretty much feels like a hollow, empty warehouse almost. It looks dusty, decrepit, broken. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting. It feels like an abandoned warehouse.
Okay. You said that it looked like there were trucks bringing stuff in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would make my way to the loading docks.
Making your way to loading docks, you do hear, no, back that thing in. Yeah, back it a little bit. No, you need to line it up with the line. No. Ugh. And you hear someone just like, they're bringing in these boxes. They're just, they're actually like cases, almost like plastic and metal cases of things coming in.
Not suspicious in the slightest. All right. So if there is a loading dock that is open, that is not currently occupied, that would be how I would try to enter. If not, I will try to sneak past whoever's at one of the occupied ones.
And the loading dock does have a few opened garages, so it's very easy to just walk in at this point. You do that. So you just walk in.
Making sure that there's no cameras or anything like that on the loading docks first.
You just walk in.
Yeah.
Want to roll me that wits awareness one more time?
Sure.
There's no passive perception here. That'd be a cool homebrew for Vampire the Masquerade, having a little bit of like passiveness. There is taking half, which is sort of passive, but it's normally a storyteller ability.
I'm gonna activate heightened senses.
Okay. What are you heightening?
My vision. 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I want you to call evens or odds. If you get it correct, nothing happens. If you get it incorrect, something happens. Evens or odds?
Evens.
I rolled a 5.
All right.
D10, why have you forsaken Cassius? So you are like heightening your sense. You don't see any overt like security cameras. You don't see anything that's very visual, but it is something happens. You are not sure what it is because it hasn't directly affected you yet. Letting you know that something has happened.
Okay. I appreciate the heads up.
And suddenly things go quiet. Boxes just stop. As one person hears something on an earpiece. Ah, son of a bit. Okay, everybody, we gotta load everything back in. What the fuck do you mean we gotta load everything back in? We just load it back in now.
So again, you said that I don't see any cameras directly around me, so I'm gonna assume that I triggered some kind of quiet alarm, and they don't actually know where I'm at. They could know where I'm at though if they have the sources of the alarm. Okay, so I'm going to try to kind of creep into the warehouse and see if I can like get an idea of how many people are here, if there are armed guards, more armed guards, I should say.
It does seem to be a group of almost contractors who have just been ordered to ship these. It's like a UPS or FedEx driver. Seems
Gotcha.
like it's a contract work of these people who are loading and unloading things. And I'm just like, nah, man, we're still getting paid for lugging this shit, right? Yeah, yes, we're still getting paid for lugging this shit. You just need to load it back up. Customer wanted it returned. We gotta go. Man, this is fucking bullshit. We drove like 3 hours to get all this shit here.
Can I see any of these cases that are open or anything like that?
None of them are opened right now. They're all like sealed.
Okay. Remind me if I were to go and like not near the ones that are being loaded, but other ones that are in here. If I were to try to open that, would it break unseen passage since it's quiet?
Mhm.
Okay, if I touch something, it will. Gotcha.
It's not quiet to open one of these. That's just me giving you the heads up as a storyteller. It's not quiet to open up one of these.
Okay. I would be looking for like a command center, then a security hub where if I mean, I obviously triggered some kind of alarm. I would be looking for where people would observe that.
As far as you're aware, there's nothing you can physically see here that would lead you to anything like that. The camera feed is only going towards that one security building that you've already passed, the checkpoint.
Do I see any other guards in here?
There is a single guard who just was observing this. They didn't put their ear on the ear. They didn't put a finger on the earpiece when the other guy did. The one who was sort of like calling the shots for when it came to this.
Okay. Is this guy? What is he armed with? I'm not gonna ask you if he is armed because I know he is.
He's got what appears to be a modified pistol, but the chamber, like where the bullet comes out, looks to be thicker
Okay.
than usual. And the bottom of the gun, like towards I'm gonna use my bayonet again. The butt of the gun looks to be almost cylindrical, like you put something there.
Okay.
Prop gun. This is a prop gun.
So can I see the entire like warehouse floor from where I'm at, or is it larger than that?
You can't. You can see like it's the entire. This structure's hollow.
Oh, okay.
It's got like some like stairs to like a scaffolding like area, but there's nothing that isn't visible that you can't see.
Okay. I'm gonna silently make my way over behind the guard.
I'm gonna say that you do.
Okay. I'm gonna activate prowess.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm gonna activate feral weapons.
Okay.
I passed my rouse check, so the fingernails on my fingers grow into these like 3-inch long blades, and I'm gonna slit his throat.
And okay.
Making sure that I'm like as I cut his throat with one hand, I'm like making sure I'm behind him, bracing him up against me so he doesn't fall to the ground. After I cut his throat, I'm gonna like reach down to stop the gun from falling out of it. Oh, I'm sure it was in a holster. Yeah.
It was in a holster.
Okay. Yeah. So I would just make sure that I brace his body so there's no sound of like a body thudding to the ground.
And it's very easy for you to do so. And then everything is silent. And then a blue light starts to flash. sweeping the entire warehouse. And the doors to the garage start closing. The workers are like, what the fuck? They're like they were trying to load everything as quickly as they could, but the shutters are starting to close. Everything starts to close.
How high up is the ceiling?
It's pretty hollow. I would say it's about a two-story jump.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna take this guy's gun. That's my first reaction, is to pull his gun out of the holster, and
you find it stuck.
I look at it. Does it have a biometric lock on it?
Yeah, and the holster itself has a lock.
Fuck.
You start to see things dart across the room, and all of a sudden there's just this little red dot inching its way.
I'm gonna look for a place to hide. I know you said this place is hollow, but like I'm gonna try to find.
You can find some support beams to hide behind.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden
as soon as I do, I'm gonna pull up Cloak of Shadows as well.
You hear a feminine voice being like, "You're not gonna be able to hide in here. Better we talk face to face."
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this place being kind of hollow, the acoustics here kind of echo.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. I would stay hiding behind the support, but call out. Says the person that is absolutely gonna shoot me in the face as soon as they see me.
Why don't you just get the fuck out here so we can fucking talk?
We're talking right now.
Okay, what the fuck are you doing here?
Figuring out what the fuck you're doing here.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Listen, I'm here because there's some interested parties in this place, and, well, you know how to hide yourself well, so good job on that, at least.
Then you see, actually, almost rappelling down from the ceiling is this tiny person wearing black suit, well-kept tie, badge on the chest. Wearing these really intricate goggles.
Is she by herself?
She's by herself.
Do these look like night vision goggles?
They have a similar appearance to them, but you have never seen a model like this before.
Okay. If I see her rappelling down from the ceiling, I'm going to Soaring Leap to try to intercept her, to, like, knock her out of the air and pin her to the floor.
Okay. I'm going to make you roll an opposed strength and brawl.
Now I'll activate prowess. I go up to Hunger 3. Man, I hope this person's ready to be a snack.
I mean, you use prowess, which gives her a bonus.
3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
She crit. She has 7 successes. And being able to actually see you coming with the goggles, because you do not have
Yeah, no, that Cloak of
Machine.
Shadows would have gone away as soon as I moved.
Yeah, and you don't have Ghost in the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that she spots you and actually twists herself and actually manages to get the drop on you. Just this human. Or do you think human? She's a human. She's a human. She smells like a human.
She could be.
She could be.
Hard to tell.
And she's just like, and as she's got you pinned, she pulls out her gun. She does, like, you hear the bleep, and she points at you. And she simply is just like, now then, tell me who fucking sent you. Was it that Victor? Vanavar? Fiona?
Oh God, if only I listened to what Vanavar had to say. Fucking crazy guy. No, let's just say that I'm here because somebody was looking into what you're doing here. You think that you're hiding yourself, but I can promise you whenever you black out the entire area of where a warehouse should be on Google Maps, it's a lot more suspicious than inconspicuous.
Now listen up here, you fucker. You're gonna be coming with me. You're gonna tell me everything about who fucking sent you. See, if any of my friends had found you, they wouldn't be taking you prisoner. So take the fucking deal while you've got it.
And who are you?
Ancient and Sully, what the fuck do you want me to say?
Wait, what op does that make you with? Are you with Antigen? Are you with First Light? Are you just part of the general conglomerate?
I'm from Nunya.
Man, you are just a font of knowledge, Agent Sully.
You know what? How about this? Answer for an answer. I'll answer your question, you answer mine.
That's usually how trade deals work.
Now who the fuck sent you?
I told you who sent me.
No, you didn't. You didn't give me a fucking name.
I'm here on the behalf of a baron.
I told him. Okay, then your turn.
What are you doing here?
Unloading boxes.
Not an answer.
That was yours. Now listen here. We're gonna get up nice and slowly. Count of 3. 1, 2. And on 3, you see that she does get off of you, but she still has the gun pointed at you.
I'm pretty tensed up, but I don't attack her.
So, you're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me what I need to know when I need to report back.
What, so you can just kill me afterwards?
You're already dead. How can I fucking kill you if you're already fucking dead?
Last thing I heard, dead people can't what? You know what? I'm gonna make myself eat those words if I say them. So you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. But I can promise you, I'm just as much alive. So, look. I look over to where the body of the guard is. Look down at my fingers, and I actually lick some of the blood off of the nails.
Tastes kind of smoky.
Anyway.
That you're doing? She points to the body.
No, it's some other sad lick that's at the end of your barrel.
Okay. And she's gonna pull the trigger back. And it fires this little almost translucent red shot.
I would like to activate fleetness and attempt to dodge.
You can attempt to dodge. I'll give you a Dexterity and dodge.
I did
Wait, dodge
pass
isn't a skill in this one.
athletics.
Athletics. Dodge is a different game.
I I did pass my rouse check that time.
Yay! Finally, you can stop getting hungrier. Still appreciate you.
I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Go right ahead. For those of you watching at home who might not be familiar, willpower is an ability that you can spend 1 to reroll up to 3 black dice. You can't use it to reroll hunger, and you cannot reroll willpower checks.
5 successes.
5 successes? I'll say it grazes you. And it burns when it grazes you. It hurts like a motherfucker.
Yep, that's just about what I fucking expected. What did you guys do? Put sunlight in a gun?
Not afraid to shoot you.
Look, lady, if I wanted you to be dead, you'd be dead.
No. You're like missing the fucking point of interrogations. Like, you're supposed to have something up on the person you're trying to get information from.
Right, so neither of us are in that position right now. Trust me, because I'm really familiar with how those work. So you don't know jack shit about me, and I don't know jack shit about you. So it obviously sounds like we're at an impasse here, lady.
I told them I wasn't ready for this promotion.
Fucking rookie.
Fucking
Yeah.
blank.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, listen. You could shoot me right now. You could kill me. I'd be dead. But I'm going to let you know right now, there would be 0 regrets in my brain because I don't have any loose ends. And what would it get you? 1 more dead lick? Sure. You're ridding the face of the planet of our disease. I know that's what, really rustles y'all's jimmies, so you either do that, or we can keep having this nice little conversation.
Why the fuck should I trust you?
Again, because if I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. Just like, and I point with my claw over to the person on the ground.
He was just a contractor.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you hired him on and gave him a sunlight gun.
Do you really fucking think that I make these fucking decisions?
You're the one that just got promoted.
No. On the ground. You know what? That's on the ground now.
I'm not gonna get on the ground. I'm just gonna laugh at her. I don't take orders from you, lady.
I'm gonna make another one of those shots.
Okay. I am not going to attempt to dodge this time. In fact, I will happily make a contested roll to try to attack her.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm gonna make a rouse check to blood surge my strength pool. I passed. That's a 7. I can't read numbers apparently.
Numbers are hard.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to spend another willpower because 1 success is not enough for me. Why? 2 successes. As I'm going to try to lunge at her with my claws.
I Sorry. I'm gonna roll to the crit again, and I need to stop critting. This is why I need to start rolling that cursed dice tray. I'm gonna say she gets you in like the meaty part of the thigh.
Okay.
And it like fucking feels like liquid sunlight. I'm gonna say you take a point of aggravated damage. Just a point.
Sure.
Just a pew.
Only one. Just one aggravated.
Only one.
You know, only
just one.
Only 5 more of those to just kill me completely dead.
No. Do you really think if I would kill you in your prologue?
Michelle, I would not begrudge you even slightly if you did that, because look, it would be my own dumbass decision. But anyway, Cassius doesn't like scream or anything. He's been in plenty of fights. I mean, he's survived several explosions, at least one of them of his own making. So instead of trying to go at her with his claws, because that is obviously not fucking working, he is gonna rapid reflexes to draw his own weapon, and just, I mean, this close proximity, it's gonna be nearly impossible for her to dodge. Yeah, he's gonna fire his own shot.
Okay.
Hey, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 successes on a messy critical.
So you have options.
Okay.
You can either choose to fail. What? My Kirby light just went out. Oh, you can either choose to fail or succeed at a cost.
I will happily succeed at a cost. Live dangerously.
So you do manage to shoot her, and you hit her a good part of the shoulder, actually, as it just.
That's
But the bullet in your own leg, it starts to hurt even worse, and give you another point of that aggravated damage.
Okay. That pistol is a 3 damage rating, by the way.
Noted. And she just looks at you, and she's just like, "You're just monsters hurting people. It's all your entire existence is just hurting people."
I'm gonna shoot her again. I didn't come here to talk. She did.
Okay.
I'm gonna rouse my dex this time.
Okay.
It's a 10. Stay at hunger 3.
Stop, get hungrier.
Remind me, just to make sure I'm doing it right. Weapon pools, you just roll the dice pool, and then the damage rating on the weapon adds to the damage if you win the contest, right?
I actually don't do combat this much. So I'm going to say whatever you just said is correct for this roll.
Gotcha.
I will look it up in the future. For those of you who aren't aware, I do something called ruling on the field. This is my ruling on the field. I can be wrong, and I can say, hey, next time I know for this, but we want to keep this combat going. Just put it in you.
God, tell me that's not another messy critical.
I swear to God. If I kill you because of messy crits.
No, I am going to burn another willpower, though. I rolled a 1 and 2 2s, and I would like for those to be successes. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. on a messy critical.
God damn it!
I will fail at I will succeed at a cost again. If I have to take another aggravated damage to kill this bitch, I will do it.
Also, the other leg starts to hurt now too.
Oh,
Eh,
that can't be good.
The other leg starts to hurt.
That cannot be good at all.
And your dexterity will be down by 1 for the rest of the evening.
Okay. That's fair. Because she, whatever her roll was, that would have been, the margin plus 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. And you see that with another shot. It collapses.
I'm going to stick my finger in the bullet wound and get some blood on it, and I'm going to do a taste test on the blood before I drink it.
Can you make a composure resolve roll for me?
That's what I
thought. Can you
thought.
make a composure resolve roll for me?
That's what I thought. Fucking holy blood, motherfuckers.
Well, it's holy now. You shot her.
God damn it. Oh, shit. Okay, that was good, Michelle. That was a good one.
Do you really think you're not going to get through one game without me making a pun?
4 successes.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this. Nope. Nope.
I spit it out on the ground. Fucking faith hunters. Bullshit. And I decapitate her as a show of dominance.
You do.
And now that her gun is out of its holster, I am going to take this one, Michelle. Give me the sunlight gun.
You want to know what's on the trigger?
God.
You
Fingerprints.
really think I'm just going to give people sunlight guns?
Okay, fair enough. I am going to break the sunlight gun, though. I think
You can break it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you break it and you see this red liquid just pour out of it, almost as if the gun is bleeding.
Can I?
Are you going to taste the sunlight liquid?
No. In fact, I'm going to activate heightened senses and I'm going to smell it, and then I'm going to smell her blood and see if it's the same.
It is not the same.
I'm not going to
But
taste
it
the
sort of
sunlight
smells
liquid, then.
like it sort of smells like Sunny D versus orange juice.
You know, if I were a medicine guy, I would say that they synthesize their own blood into weapons. But I'm not a medicine guy, so I won't say that.
She just go, oh cool, Sunny D.
I will just leave that there with her. I search her body for anything important that she might have
You
on
do
her.
see a picture of her wearing a sundress with her family. Now it's covered in her blood a little bit.
I feel no remorse whatsoever.
You know you don't.
Humanity 3
monster.
gang, what's up?
You feel nothing as you look at this picture. See, she's with what looks to be like a spouse. 2 kiddos sitting in the grass, in the sunlight. A world you'll never have. And you feel nothing. Absolutely empty.
There is just a fleeting thought of Satella, my angry as fuck, once thin blood turned Bruja girlfriend, and I just it turns from like what's the word? It turns from a compassionate to like a disappointed in myself kind of feeling, because Satella would absolutely judge me for, even getting shot. I should have been able to take this person out with
That's what you're disappointed in.
That's right. That's right. I did a horrible job. However,
God.
there's currently a contractor laying with his throat slit over there. It's been several seconds, and the way that I slit his throat, he is absolutely bled out, and I am not hungry enough to just lap blood off of the concrete ground. Not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
But what are the guys that were loading the trucks doing?
They are scrambled. They are gone.
Just out. Did they take the truck already, or are they like running?
Like, they scrambled. Sound of gunfire, everything. All of a sudden.
Of note, my pistol does have a silencer on it.
Mm-hmm. You get a text message. It's from a Baron. It's simply
that Baron?
that Baron.
Is it in that chat?
It's in the group chat. It's a simple GIF of Will Smith wearing a purple tank top. And it simply says, run. And that's a good place for us to take a break.
That's a perfect place to take a break. We'll be right back, guys. Make sure that you get up and stretch, hydrate, and we'll see you here shortly.
I'm like a falling star, I burn alone. I've got a heart without a home. Underneath this empty sky, just waiting for a sign. And it seems to me that gravity has got its hold on me, but I'm about to break free. Mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Like a flare without a spark, a shadow wish into the dark. Far across the galaxy is where I dream to be. And it seems to me astrology has got its plans for me. I just gotta believe. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Darkness, darkness. Into the light. Help me. Mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Oh, mothership, take me home tonight. Help me find a way to turn this darkness into light. Ooh.
A glass cannon is a character that can put out obscene damage very quickly, but is also incredibly frail.
I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon, glass cannon. You don't even want a dose of the smoke, so I'm recommending that you never try to provoke. A glass cannon, I'm a glass cannon.
If your objective is blatant confrontation and you haters have greatly underestimated my station, I dominate with divination, I conquer with conjuration, I'm bonkers with evocation, I'm astonishing at abjuration, patiently waiting for my invitation to help alleviate my already unbelievable reputation. No conversation, the brains of the operation, the pain of the population contained in a concentration of a spell slot. I got 27 in the clip, missiles emitting from my fingertips like warships. That's a handgun, damn son, shooting from the hip. Only one using telekinesis to get a grip. Cantrips waiting to be cast off. Prismatic wall, make 'em all blast off. Cackling my ass off, incapacitating them with laughter. Yazzik ain't the caster you wanna go after.
I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon, glass cannon. You don't even want a dose of the smoke, so I'm recommending that you never try to provoke. A glass cannon, I'm a glass cannon.
Anyone wanting to interfere can get weird and witness your worst fears in a 30-foot sphere. I don't care if you're a barbarian or a cavalier. Kick it into high gear, let me make myself clear. The pioneer, I can make your peers disappear. Send them to the ethereal plane as if they were never here. Cheers roaring in my ears, dearly revered. I'm happy to domineer any volunteers. Sincerely out of control, top of the totem pole. My cone of cold is freezing them fire trolls whole. I got the strap, just looking to trap souls. I've been snapping my firebolt, leaving smoldering holes. It's incredibly difficult not to acknowledge me. I am a prodigy, you'll read about me in your mythology. No apologies, I'm impossible to demolish. Consider this admonishing, second guessing my polish, you bitch.
I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon, glass cannon. You don't even want a dose of the smoke, so I'm recommending that you never try to provoke. A glass cannon, my glass cannon. I'm the one that gets it done in the clutch, so you know I never really gotta worry too much. I'm a glass cannon, glass.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Kindred, and all of those along the spectrum, line graph, pictograph, Google Images. Where we last left Cassius, he got a simple message in GIF form from a baron, simply stating, run. And as this message comes through, silent phone rings. The phone itself doesn't ring, but it's ringing, but it's on silent. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I'm getting a phone call.
Phone call.
I'm still in the warehouse. I haven't left just yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I answer it. What?
What did you do?
You want to see?
No, I don't want to. Did you get the group text?
Yeah.
I got the group text.
Well, obviously we're in the group text together.
Okay. I need help getting my shit out.
Okay. Don't you have ghouls for that?
Ghouls? I don't make ghouls. Someone sends me ghouls, and I just use them.
Look, okay, maybe I was stereotyping you because of the whole witch thing, warlock, whatever you guys prefer.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
yes.
Just because I'm a Tremere, you get to call me a witch. No. We will talk about the microaggression you just did later.
All right, fine. You know what? I'm not even gonna apologize because I thought it was funny, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm an honest guy. Anyway, there's 2 dead people here. This was a place that apparently the second was guarding. They were bringing in some type of something here in metal crates, via like
Fun.
some kind of delivery carrier. Hold on one second. Hey, storyteller, these guys left in an awful hurry. Did they happen to leave anything behind?
They left. I will say they left behind a crate.
Okay, hey, hold on a second, Cassandra. I need both hands to open this. Just wait. And I put my phone. Okay. I don't even wait.
You better not step on me.
And I'm gonna go and open up the crate.
Okay. You do hear the and like almost like a gaseous steam, cold air just, and it looks to be a camera.
A camera.
Just a bulb-ish like camera. Like a bulb.
Can I tell anything with a roll about what the fuck this camera is, if it even is a camera?
Intelligence and technology?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the cameras you find when you go into like a store, like the Walmart's scared of you that you're gonna steal. You see like those cameras.
1 success.
It looks like a Walmart camera.
God damn it. Okay.
You can identify it successfully as a video camera.
It's a camera.
Yeah.
I pick up the phone again. Hey, apparently there's a camera in here. It's a fancy looking camera. You know anything about cameras?
Okay. I hate being right. I hate being right.
Do you though? I feel like you don't.
Shut up. Cassie's just.
I'm bringing the camera with me.
Yes, bring the camera. Get it here as quickly as possible. I need to get some things. If we're being told to run, we need to run.
You got any snacks?
What do you mean, do I have any snacks? Do you want me to, like, get you, like... do you want me to bring you a charcuterie board? Do you want me to bring you a fucking charcuterie board?
Look, Cassandra, you're at your place. Most of us keep, like, juice boxes at our places.
Yes, I keep the Capri Sun here.
Okay, good, because I'm hungry, and these guys taste like liquid fire, so...
Good, because you're kind of a jerk when you're hungry.
You can take out the when you're hungry part. I know what I'm about. Anyway.
Just get the camera, get it here. We need to get out of town quickly. I was right. I was fucking right.
Okay, you can tell me what you were right about when I get there. Give me like 20 and I'll be there.
You get 15.
As I hang up and put the phone in my pocket. Yeah, like the next thing that I need is a traffic cop pulling me over.
Like the phone. You do hear the phone going clack. You do hear like the clack of a phone.
Yeah. There's no, you don't get the satisfying, like slamming of an old rotary phone, but at least with flip phones, you can clack them shut.
Get the clack.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even worry. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that back. How big is this crate?
I'd say it's about, you could fit a person in it.
Could I fit 2 people in it if I really tried?
No.
If I really tried? Like...
You would have to, like, rip them limb from limb and origami them.
I got 5 minutes to burn. I told her 20 because I knew it would only take 15.
Go make a strength and craft. I will make you craft these bodies.
I don't have any dots in craft, so...
Then pitch something better.
I would like to pitch a intelligence and occult because I have probably done research on occult rituals about body scar modification.
I will let you roll for this using intelligence and occult. And I will tell you the result you get based on the amount of successes.
Okay. Fair enough. 3 successes.
You get a Dark Mother Brotherhood from Skyrim.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So you turn this into like this Dark Brotherhood sacrament. You even take like one of the little limbs and you make into like the nightshade flowers. It's horrifying and terrible.
Horrifyingly beautiful.
And graceful. And as you leave this Masquerade sacrificial ceremony,
Plausible deniability.
And you depart.
They can't think it was a vampire if it looks like a ritual sacrifice. Maybe they can. Maybe, who knows. Anyway, I do leave. I make sure that I clean any blood off of me first. And I also break the handle off of the other guy's gun. I'm assuming it won't come out of the holster, so I just like snap it off at the holster and make sure that I like shove it all in the crate, and I push the crate against like one of the corners or something like that before I head out. Is the guard still at the checkpoint?
He's gone.
Fuck. Okay.
As you making your way downtown.
I destroy the computers that are in there.
Okay. Get them destroyed.
Hopefully they have cloud backups, because if they don't, that footage is gone. And I'm out. I leave. Sorry, Cassius is definitely a thorough person that would...
Yes, he is being extremely thorough.
Yeah.
You see that the guard's gone. Everything that you can destroy has been destroyed.
Got it.
You can leave the scene feeling very proud of yourself.
No, I can't.
Your legs hurt.
I am more injured than I wish to be, and it took way too long to kill this person that could have killed me. If that would have not been a rookie, I would have died.
Now you know what the stakes are. And you're like speaking to your beast, and your beast is just not like, now you know what the fucking risks are.
I've always known what the risks are. You don't get into my position with without knowing what the risks are. Come on. This was an isolated incident. Look, this is not what we usually do. We're not a brawler. We don't go toe-to-toe with people. We don't have a fair firefight. You know how this works. I'm a fucking assassin. I study my target. I hunt them until I know the exact right moment to kill them. And then I do it, and I clean it up, and nobody is all the wiser. But we're going to have a talk with Cassandra about that.
Very easy for you to drive back. So when you get to the archive, the lights are gone. Like, everything feels somber. It's almost cold. As you see some people running around, grabbing stuff, putting things on shelves. And you see Cassandra quickly rushing upstairs. As you walk in, the door's open, and like people are bringing boxes to what seems to be this like van.
Damn. That was quick.
Cassandra makes her way back down with like a little briefcase, and she's like, "Great, you're here. Put this in the van." Van.
Is this... Are we in a different scene?
Yes.
Okay. Juice boxes first.
You can get the juice boxes as soon as we're done cleaning up. The juice boxes are underneath the circular table. Okay.
I wave her off to go do whatever she needs to do, and I'm gonna like not obviously just drink them right there, right? I'm gonna assume these are people that don't know.
Do you realize that some of them are hired by Victor?
Oh.
A lot of them do seem to be on the up and up.
Cassius takes his glasses off, and you can fully see the completely just green color of his eyes. And there's no like sclera or anything. It's just solid one color. And kind of spider webbing out from the middle where there would be a sclera. It looks like his eyes are just super bloodshot with red veins, which is Cassandra would know is an indicator of his hunger, and he's pretty hungry.
Juice boxes are down there. I'm just grabbing the last of the important books. The rest of them can stay here. We're gonna have people doing rotating shifts to keep this place safe while we're gone.
We're running because that's what. Yep. As I'm cracking open a blood bag and drinking it. I grabbed 2 of them out of the fridge, if there are 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. Also, there's 5.
Okay, so I'll just sipping one of them with the other one like in my other hand. So what's up? What do we know? What's going on?
I know what's going on. Nobody else seems to know what's going on, but I was right. And when I see Victor and get to tell him, I told you so, I'm gonna be Second Inquisition. They're finally making their move.
Obviously.
It's bad. It's really bad. Everything's been adding up together, and I should have seen this coming. I'm panicked right now, and I'm trying to keep it because
Well, look, understand, Cassandra. Look, sometimes it's okay to say everything is not going to be okay. Sometimes it's okay. Like, I got shot with blood serum at that warehouse, and it feels like my legs have gone geriatric. But you know what? Here we are. I'm drinking juice. You're packing. Do you want to see the gunshot wounds?
I'm screaming internally right now.
Yeah.
And no, I would not like to see your gunshot wounds. I would like for these last 2 books to be packed up nicely. And she holds a case that's got it's divided into 2 sections. And it's got 4 combination locks. We're gonna get these last 2 books into the thing, and we're gonna be good. I got everything out of the restricted section.
Restricted section, like the Harry Potter restricted section?
Like the restricted section that's currently heavily warded, yes.
Oh, okay. So all this time, I'm gonna be inching closer to her. Trying to do it nonchalantly. Finish off the second blood bag. I'm gonna activate feral weapons again. My hunger goes up too.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna rapid reflexes, just quickly put a claw on her forehead. Don't fucking send me into an SI trap again.
I didn't know it was a trap.
Yet you know that you were right.
I thought it was just a loading dock at first. But I saw that the pieces on the map were moving, and she points at her computer. And if you look at the screen, you see that they're color-coded dots. It's a different color coding system than your color-coded system, but it's Cassandra's color-coded system.
I put just the slightest amount of pressure on her forehead. If you were anybody other than Victor's secretary, I would kill you. And then I pull my hand back. But you're Victor's secretary. So, where are we going?
Well, because I was right, I've been preparing for this. We need to head overseas.
Oh, I'm sure the logistics of that are going to be a nightmare and a half.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it all taken care of. It's going to be fine. We're flying, time zones, everything like that. It's all taken care of. The logistics behind this is that I'm meeting some of your friends in Italy. Rome.
Cassius's lips pursed together in a tight line.
the Nosferatu city of Rome. It's under their control.
Mm-hmm.
They've got something that I've been working on. They're the only ones who have access to all of it. Need to go there and get it.
Mm.
Hang on a second. I've got... Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might be wondering how I got this number. I need your help.
While that's going on, Cassius is going to go back to the table, to the fridge. Can I try to heal one of those aggravated wounds for the night?
You can.
All right, I'm gonna make my 3 rouse checks.
Go make the rouse checks.
Well, that puts me up to 3 hunger again. So I will drink 2 more of the blood bags and leave 1 just in case anybody else is hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Still got the dex penalty, but you know I'm less in pain now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Hang on a second. I will be right there, Cassius. Anyways. And eventually she gets off the phone. She's like, okay, cool. I hired some other people to help you with this.
Mm-hmm. Do I know these people?
You might, if you're friends with people in Kentucky. And
I might have driven
London.
through there in the past. I don't think I've stopped there.
I also was previously on a Zoom call with some people from London and France. It's an international trip. I needed some people who are local to help.
No, I get it. Look, Cassandra, you probably, other than Victor and maybe Anoli, are like the only people that know anything about my past. So, I've got people I can call. I haven't been to London since 1998. I haven't been to Rome since 76. Okay. Well, let's just hope that the people that I knew there whenever I was still doing the whole Hitman thing are alive.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I got a crew together for this. I really just need everyone's help with this because I can't do this on my own.
Obviously.
You're just a jerk when you're not hungry.
I don't know why you expect anything different.
This is really hard for me to do. Like, I thought that putting all these pieces together, it was all fake. I thought that I was just on dead ends. This was just a project for shits and giggles. But it's real. The Second Inquisition's making their moves. They're going to try to kill us all.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we've all been expecting this deep down. I mean, you know what happened in London. Everybody knows what happened in London. Vienna.
Yeah.
It's just systematically happening.
Yeah. But if we get what I'm going for down in London, we should be able to start finally winning this fight.
I am going to be about as real as I have ever been with you in this very moment, Cassandra. We will never be able to beat an enemy that has the ability to be awake while we're forced to sleep for 12 hours of the day. All we can do is make sure that we have a safe enough place that they can't get to us. And if we're so lucky as to get the jump on I mean, shit, maybe you don't have so much to worry about that. I know the Tremere have that whole thing where they can wake up during the day if they're in danger, whatever. But like, licks like me, I have to rely on my noggin, and I realize that the feral weapons are still active, and just like poke the temple of my head, and there's a little blood on it. Yeah,
Hey,
it's fine.
I got all the important books out. This place is going to be kept under watch by some of the hired help and some of my own interns. They're paid interns.
What do I care?
Like, some people care about that, okay? I'm tired. I am so tired of every time thinking that I might finally be able to just live a semblance of a life, that something goes wrong.
Cassius starts to like reach out to touch your shoulder, and then he's like, my hand's not going to burn off if I touch your shirt, is it?
No, it's not gonna burn off if you touch my shirt. I call it the Adrian ward because he likes giving spontaneous hugs.
Yeah, he does. That fucking oaf. Anyway, and he does. He puts his hand on your shoulder. Feral weapons still out, but like trying to avoid digging them into your clothes. I don't want to tear your shirt. It looks fancy-ish.
Thanks.
Anyway,
Let's get the fuck out of here. We'll get the fuck out of here. We'll get on the plane, and we're gonna hunt down this box.
what's in the box? Is this one of those things where you're not going to tell me until we get there and find out again?
I'll tell you what it is. Inside that box is the key to finally getting the first strike on them. Inside the box is a USB drive that has a map of every single known first light. Pretty much every single one of their workstations. First light, firelight, Leopold Society, whatever you want to call them.
They're all part of it. They're calling themselves a conglomerate these days.
The conglomerate. We'll call them the conglomerate from now on.
Sure.
They've got every single one of their places.
Who are you having to owe to that seems like a big deal, Cassandra. Sorry.
Nobody cares. Nobody ever cared about the difference between Cassandra and Cassandra. But no, it was a really long process for me to get all this information. I didn't like it. It hurt. A lot.
Got it. I'm not going to ask the details, but oh, yeah. Hold the camera, and I like point at the desk.
Okay. We can leave that here. Someone will pick it up and start investigating that too. Friend of mine. Friend of ours.
Okay.
Mutual friend.
God, you want to know? I hate to say it. I fucking hate to say it. You want to know what the one thing that I'm going to miss the most is?
What?
Sweet Tooth.
Chai tea lattes from Sweet Tooth. Well, here's to hoping that Paisley makes an international franchise.
Maybe she should. Well, fuck. Why didn't she think about that before? Look, Victor would have absolutely paid to franchise. Anyway, look.
Anyway,
we can only hope that Rome has some kind of special red. But I need to make a couple of calls, and I'll be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the rest of it and get the van out.
Okay. And I would walk outside. There's a few people that Cassius would call Anoli, just to make sure that they're aware. I'm sure they are. Maybe not. They relinquished their position on the council not too long ago.
You are easily able to notify Anoli about what's going on. They don't respond, but you are aware that they got the message.
Okay. I would then call Satella, obviously. And I would not stop calling her until she picked up, because that's how it works between the two of us. I would tell her to leave the city. I know that she's got connections in other places here in California. And, well, frankly, I tell her that we're not going to see each other for a while and that she needs to let herself be comfortable with her thin blood boyfriend. I can't remember his name at this. Jackson? Something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, but I just, those are two people mainly that I would call.
You easily are able to notify them. And between either conversations where they're just like, yeah, I'll between them agreeing to leave town or not responding, but you know they got the message. Eventually, just everything becomes almost somber. Sandra walks out with the last box. She goes, I mean, there's plenty of reading material if you want to read on the car ride down.
Look down at my cell phone. I've got a couple of things that I have to close out, but sure. LAX is a living nightmare, so.
Yeah, well, we're going around the back.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Fun.
What?
I've had it worse. You can fly cargo. Oh, shit.
Plane.
I send a text message to the person that owns the house that my haven is under and tell them to make sure they watch things. I'm going to be out of town for a while.
Okay. Are they going to respond back? Yeah, well, sure, we'll keep an eye on things. Do you want us to keep your account open for your rent?
Sure. The money's not going to stop. I'm going out for work.
Oh, okay. Just remember, you need to sign off on your lease at the month.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I get the paperwork, just whenever it's up for renewal, just email it to me and I'll take care of it.
Great. We hope you have a great business trip. Smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji.
God, fucking, why are these people so happy all the time? Jesus Christ, it's 2 a.m. All right.
Cassandra actually goes to go get into the front seat of the van. The driver's seat.
Wonderful.
But I've always wanted to drive a book van.
Living the dream, Cassandra.
Okay. Now, this is a manual. I've never driven a manual before.
Man, I am so glad that we are dead already.
Hey, I've only crashed once. And that was into a dumpster and it jumped at me.
Whatever you say, Cassandra.
I mean, do you want to drive us to the back roads of LAX to get onto our private jet?
At least I know how to drive a stick.
Fine. She gets out and she lets you drive. And with that, it's a very peaceful drive. The back roads to the strip area. Cassandra hands you a passport and she goes, "Here you go, you're gonna need this."
Yep, pretty standard affair.
Looks legitimate. I've got some other paperwork in case you need it, but that's just to get us through everything. I might have chartered us a private jet. Friend of a friend of a friend of a friend has one, and it has extremely tinted windows.
Nice. So, are we going to meet these people in Kentucky?
Nope, we're going straight to Rome. They're meeting us in Kentucky. Actually, pilot, that actually sounds way much better. We're going to pick them up on the way.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, you know what? This is all going to be fantastic, Cassandra. Everything's going to be totally fine. We're going to get
Everything's going to be fine.
We're going to get to Rome. We're
going to talk to some Nosferatu.
Yep, that's...
You get to talk to some Nosferatu. I'm not going to talk to some Nosferatu. I'm going to be staying in the hotel room.
Plausible deniability.
Exactly.
All right.
But this will be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. And with that, sounds like a perfect thought to close our prologue. 2 of 3 for this evening. My name is Michelle Sealight. I have been your storyteller for this evening. If you want to figure out everything I'm doing online, follow me on Twitter at Michelle Sealight. That's the best place to find me. And wait, you're this way. No, this way. You're this way. I got it. How are you doing?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm the DMB. My name's Brandon. I go by the DMB on all of the interwebs or DMB Gaming. Follow my Twitter. Yeah, it's right down here at the DMB with 2 underscores afterwards. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us for tonight's prologue featuring Cassius. And make sure that you tune in tomorrow night on the Bard's Playhouse to catch the next episode of The Fall of London with myself as a storyteller at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, stay safe. Remember, you're not a critical failure.
I'm like a falling star, I burn alone. I've got a heart without a home. Underneath this empty sky, just waiting for a sign. And it seems to me that gravity has got its hold on me, but I'm about to break free. Mothership, take me home tonight. Into the dark, far across the galaxy is where I dream to be. And it seems to me astrology has got its plans for me. I just gotta believe. Oh, mothership, take me home. Take me home tonight. of the night.